Welcome to a partially empty workshop. Today we're going to be putting together this bench. It is not your usual jeweller's bench, so stay tuned. My name is Andrew Berry and welcome to At The Bench's YouTube channel. Recently, Matthew Durston has launched a brand new Setters Bench. Now, Durston, world-renowned manufacturers for rolling mills, and they're getting into some amazing equipment. Their benches are absolutely solid, second to none, and this is a brand new bench. As I said, it's a Setters Bench. Now, I first clapped eyes, if that's the right word you want to say? Clapped eyes on this, must be about close to 4 years ago now at one of the trade shows. We saw one of these that Matthew had designed and put together, but it wasn't quite ready. There were a few bits and pieces that weren't quite right. Fast forward 4 years and here we go. I know it doesn't look much. We've had to take it out of the box to get it into this room. It arrives in a massive box. As you can see, we had to have it delivered to the outside of our shop and then take everything out and bring it into the workshop here. So if you are going to decide to buy a Durston bench, and they are absolutely fabulous, amazing benches, they come slightly, as you can see, flat packed, and they are really solid and very heavy. So please bear that in mind. It's a Setters bench. So it's primarily going to be used for setting. It has all the necessary shelves. It has little area here that you can put your setter's vise. It has spaces for your microscopes, for your burrs and everything else. And we're going to get to that a little bit later because we've got all our GRS equipment that we're going to populate our bench with. It is a jeweller's bench as well because, as you're going to see a little bit later on, it does have a peg that will fasten in this little area here. This is going to be the front of the bench. And it has a peg and it has a tray underneath to catch lamble. So, in theory, it can double up as a jeweller's bench as well as a setter's bench, or primarily as a setter's bench, doing the odd little bits of jewellery work, piercing, cutting, sewing, that sort of thing as well with it. So as I said, it comes in a massive box, as I said, and this is how it then arrives. These are the backs, that's the front, that's the side, that's the tray that goes in there. What I love about it is this. This is upside down, obviously, because we can't put it around the right way because it's going to fall over, but that is the set of drawers that goes on the one side. It comes already put together, so thank goodness for that. And there's a few more bits and pieces there to the shelf, and there's the surround as well. So it also comes with fairly reasonable instructions. There's 7 pages, sounds an awful lot, but it just goes through all the parts list. Make sure that you do have a cordless screwdriver or a drill that you can actually use as a screwdriver, because there are lots of screws to put all the shelves together. Something like 29, 30, 40 screws. And it does come with very detailed exploded diagrams showing exactly what needs to go where, what screw needs to go, what length screw, what bolt, and so forth. So I'm just going to sort of crack on putting this all together. As you go through it, you'll see how it all goes, how the shelves go together, and what more can I say? But just let's go and get on putting this bench together. That now is the base pretty much all put together. We're just gonna flip this over And then we're going to work on then the top, putting the shelves in, and also the sides surrounds as well. I think you'll agree it's looking pretty good. Shelf to go in this side here. Now, this shelf is going to be adjustable. You can put this shelf wherever you want. I've got myself a graver Mac, and I think I may be putting it into the little area by here. It's going to keep everything out of the way. There's a hole at the back to take all the cables and the hoses out. But if you wanted to put the shelf in place, you've still got a handful of dowels that we can still put in here. That will enable the shelf to go in at the various heights that you've got. So the shelf can go in at whatever height you want. There's 4 different positions that you can put the shelf on there. The drawers are lovely. They are nicely lined, as you can see. The bottom drawer a little bit deeper as well. Okay, let's get the trays and the tin and the peg in place. Tin then that sits right in the center there, and that then is where you are going to be putting your ball vise. Your microscope's going to go by here, your burrs are going to go here, your gravers over here. If you've got a graver Mac or anything like that, you can always put that down here. There's plenty of space on top for your micromotor as well. Or if you wanted to put your graver Mac up here, your graver machine, you could easily do that, no worries at all. The peg, nice thick sturdy peg that fits into the hole here. I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to keep the peg there, to be honest. It will need a screw from underneath to hold that in place. I have to see. I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to leave it there or not. I may just take it out, and that means then I can get nice and close into the setting area. All right, so that's pretty much all there is to it. Just going to get my graver Mac equipment now, just to put everything in place, just for you to see how it all goes together. This is the GRS Acrobat stand, and as you can see, it offers full versatility, basically. The back plate here usually has to be screwed into the bench. I don't want to do that at the moment. I'm just having this bench, but I put a G-clamp on that to hold the base down. The distance you can alter as well, you can see, so it can come right down over. That was the springs and not me there, and then you can also take this up as well if need be. If you need to take this just that little bit higher. Okay, and also you've got the adjustment on here as well. So this does look like a good microscope setup for this particular bench. You can also get the Leica adapters for this microscope as well, which I think is going to be quite more suitable for me because I really want to use my S9D Leica with the camera onto it. So that's pretty much it. We've got our Gravermac AT in position here. That can go on. We've got the air from the compressor. So that's what we got. That's all looking good. Managed to get the shelf in as well. That's going to be really, really handy. The drawers are looking good. On here we've got this stool so we can sit down. Almost like the sweeps bench, sweeps tray, I think is perhaps just going to get in the way, and it's just an area that is going to get absolutely cluttered. So I may be removing that, but the tray that goes on top is going to be a handy tray for putting some drawings on, some ideas, and place for storing some more tools. The peg I'm going to leave off for now, but I think it's an absolute brilliant setter. Your arms are nice and rested. We can adjust the scope exactly how we want it. We've got a Gravermac, we can turn that on, and we can start to do some amazing engraving and setting work. So there we go, that is Durston's Setters Bench. I think it's absolutely brilliant. The hole is here. If you need to put a Gravermac up on the top or put your micro motor on the top, you can take the leads out through the back, and plenty of storage shelf. You can even put your gravers over this side as well, and they fit very nicely in there as well. So it's a very, very good bench. Really, really sturdy, really steady. That's the review of Durston's Setters Bench. My name's Andrew Berry for At The Bench's YouTube channel. Take care, and don't forget, if you haven't done so already, smash the little bell icon to be notified when films go live on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you haven't done so already, and please share this with your friends. But in the meantime, my name's Andrew Berry for At The Bench's YouTube channel. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.